You ever wake up, tap your screen, and instantly realize the rap world just took a turn nobody was ready for? Because that's exactly what happened this morning when news broke that Lil Durk's OTF member Boogie is suddenly scrambling, panicking, and begging behind the scenes for lawyer money after Kiara was shot and killed in a cold-blooded 5M ambush. The streets are buzzing, fans are stunned, and even people inside OTF are whispering that this situation is deeper, darker, and way more personal than anyone initially thought. The moment the news hit social media, you could feel the tension shift. This wasn't just another tragic headline. This wasn't just another Chicago incident. This felt like the opening scene of a movie, a twisted mix of betrayal, fear, desperation, and a secret that's about to crack the entire OTF circle wide open. People started asking the real question: why is Boogie panicking this hard? Why is he calling everyone, from lawyers to family to people he hasn't spoken to in years, begging for help, begging for money, begging for someone to tell him, "You're gonna be all right"? And why, right after Kiara's ambush, did investigators suddenly show up at Boogie's door asking questions nobody expected? One fan tweeted, "This ain't adding up. Boogie's scared of something." Another wrote, "Durk gotta step in, this situation looks bad." Meanwhile, rumors started spreading about a mysterious argument the night before the shooting, a phone call Kiara received at 4:32 a.m., and the fact that someone from her inner circle went missing right after. And just when people thought the story couldn't get any wilder, a leaked voice note hit the internet that changed everything. The moment that leaked voice note hit social media, it spread faster than wildfire. People weren't just replaying it, they were dissecting it, slowing it down, enhancing the audio, trying to identify every breath, every shuffle, every crack in the voice. And the voice on that recording, it sounded terrified. It sounded shaken. It sounded like someone who knew a secret big enough to flip the whole situation upside down. Fans started saying, "That don't sound like a random witness, that sounds like OTF Boogie himself." And once that theory started gaining traction, everything spiraled. The energy online shifted from curiosity to full-blown panic. The voice note was only 14 seconds long, but those 14 seconds changed everything. You hear a trembling whisper say, "I can't go down for this. I didn't know they was gone do her like that. I ain't sign up for this. Somebody gotta help me." People froze. The voice was shaking so badly you could almost hear tears forming. The internet became a courtroom instantly. Some said it wasn't him. Others said it was definitely him. But the scariest part, the voice note was timestamped less than 2 hours after Kiara's murder. Comments flooded TikTok. One user wrote, "If that's really Boogie, he knows way more than he's telling." Another said, "Why he talking like he guilty? This feels like he hiding something big." The fan theories got darker by the minute. Some claimed he witnessed the ambush. Others believed he was set up. A few even said someone deliberately leaked the audio to frame him. And that's where the story really started twisting, because right when fans were arguing, someone claiming to be Kiara's cousin jumped on Facebook Live with a trembling voice and swollen eyes, saying, "Kiara told me if anything happens to her, look at who she trusted." Not who she fought with, who she trusted. That line sent chills through the entire comment section. People started screen recording instantly. Viewers were commenting, praying emojis, wide-eyed emojis, and typing, "Who did SHE trust?" But the cousin didn't answer. Instead, she started crying uncontrollably, saying she couldn't speak too much yet. The live abruptly ended, causing even more speculation. Why was she crying so hard? What did Kiara say to her? And why did she seem scared? Meanwhile, Boogie's name started trending everywhere, not because of guilt, but because of sheer desperation. Several different insiders began posting anonymously, saying Boogie had been calling everyone he knew asking for money. "He calling folks he ain't talked to in years," one post read. "Sound like he's desperate, like somebody gave him a deadline." That alone terrified fans, because desperate men do desperate things, and if Boogie truly believed investigators were closing in, his whole world was collapsing. Then a strange detail surfaced. Boogie had reportedly been seen at a gas station around 3 a.m. the night of the incident. Not a crime by itself. Except the gas station, camera caught him looking around frantically, pacing, checking over his shoulder like he was waiting for someone. When people on Reddit zoomed in on the footage, they noticed his hands were shaking. One user wrote, "Bro looking like he's seen a ghost." Another said, "That ain't a regular shake, that's fear." Only hours later, investigators knocked on his door. Cameras weren't released publicly, but several neighbors typed out what they saw. One neighbor posted, "Boogie didn't even open the door all the way. He kept stepping back like he didn't want to be seen." Another wrote, "They weren't arresting him. They were questioning him, which is even worse. That means they want information, and he got something they need." When that comment went viral, fans went into frenzy mode. Suddenly, a story that looked simple turned into something layered, sinister, and emotional. The timeline didn't add up. The connections were messy. Boogie's panic didn't match the little information police had released. It felt like something major was being hidden. And then a devastating twist dropped: Kiara's last phone call. According to leaked screenshots from her call log, Kiara had received a mysterious call at 4:32 a.m., just 30 minutes before the ambush. The number wasn't saved, it wasn't labeled, but the strangest part, the call lasted only 9 seconds. A fan posted, "9 seconds ain't a conversation, that's somebody warning her." Or somebody checking her location. That theory spread everywhere. People speculated it might have been a setup, a bait call, or someone telling her to step outside. But the part that broke the internet was when someone claimed the number was linked to a phone previously associated with someone in OTF's circle. Screenshots started flooding Twitter. Some were fake, some convincing, some so blurry they looked like Bigfoot footage, but people didn't care. They wanted answers. And locked inside all this chaos was the biggest emotional blow of all. Kiara wasn't just some girl in the background. She was close to OTF, known in the circle, someone Boogie had been arguing with only days before. A heated argument caught on a now-deleted Instagram live suddenly resurfaced on Twitter. In the clip, Kiara is heard saying, "Stop acting like everything you do don't affect me. Stop lying to my face." You can hear Boogie respond, "You don't understand what I'm dealing with. You don't know the pressure." Fans instantly connected dots that might not have even been meant to connect. One user wrote, "If they argued and she was killed days later, investigators looking at him." Another wrote, "She knew something. She confronted him and someone wanted her quiet." The theories got darker, heavier, more emotional. People started crying on TikTok lives, saying Kiara didn't deserve this. Others said Boogie was being framed. The entire OTF fanbase was divided, some defending him fiercely, others convinced he knew more than he was revealing. Even Lil Durk's silence became a talking point. Fans said, "Durk usually reacts fast. Why he quiet this time?" Some believed he was gathering information privately. Others believed he was distancing himself. And a few whispered something even scarier: maybe Durk knows who really did it. As the story grew, someone leaked a screenshot of Boogie texting a friend. "Bro, help me, I'm losing it. They think I know something. I can't do this." That screenshot alone launched 200,000 tweets in an hour. Emotions ran high. People wrote paragraphs defending him. Others said he sounded guilty. The fanbase spiraled into debates that lasted all night. And just when fans thought this story couldn't get any more heartbreaking, any more twisted, any more emotionally draining, a second voice note leaked. Longer, clearer, and 10 times more disturbing. In this one, the same trembling voice whispered, "I shouldn't have been there, I shouldn't have gone with them. They told me it was just a conversation." Then the voice cracks, breaking into a sob. "They ain't tell me they was gone, do her like that." Fans froze. The internet went silent for a moment, then everything exploded, because that one line confirmed it. Boogie was there, or close, or involved indirectly, or witnessed something he never thought would happen. And if he was there, then who were they? His friends, people from the trenches, enemies, someone he owed money to, someone Kiara confronted. Theories began spinning so fast it felt like the entire internet was dizzy. But one thing was clear: Boogie wasn't panicking for no reason. He was panicking because something horrific happened, and the truth was bigger, darker, and way more dangerous than the streets realized. The second voice note didn't just shift the narrative, it shattered it. Suddenly fans weren't asking, "Is Boogie guilty?" They were asking, who were the other people there? Because the way he said, "They told me it was just a conversation," didn't sound like someone lying. It sounded like someone who got dragged into something way above his head. Someone who thought he was playing lookout for a harmless argument, but ended up witnessing a nightmare unfolding in real time. Minutes after the voice note leaked, another layer of drama hit the internet. A Twitter user claiming to be from Kiara's block dropped a bombshell tweet: "Y'all don't even know the half." Kiara told people she was scared of somebody close to OTF. The tweet exploded instantly, gathering tens of thousands of retweets in under an hour. People started spamming replies, demanding details, begging the user to go live. The account suddenly locked itself, then briefly reopened long enough to tweet, "Ask Boogie who was in that car." And then the account disappeared completely. That one sentence was enough to twist the entire narrative into a darker corner. Fans rushed to Reddit, speculating who was in the car with Boogie. Some said a few OTF affiliates had been acting strangely quiet, refusing to post their usual daily stories. Others mentioned rumors about two masked guys seen sprinting down a side street right after the shots were fired, getting into a dark-colored sedan someone claimed looked just like Boogie's old car. But that wasn't even the wildest part, because someone leaked grainy security footage from a nearby apartment building around the same time, showing a car speeding off right after the ambush. The footage was low quality, but fans instantly began zooming in, enhancing and drawing circles around every shadow and reflection. People claimed they saw Boogie in the passenger seat. Others argued there was a third figure in the back. Some even said Kiara was already in the car before the shooting. TikTok detectives were working overtime. One TikTok creator uploaded a slow-motion breakdown saying, "Look at the second flash in the window. That's somebody opening a door from the inside before the shots." Another creator replied with a stitched video screaming, "That means she knew somebody in that car." The comment section was chaos. Viewers typed things like, "This is turning into a full crime documentary, and OTF fighting demons FR." Meanwhile, Boogie's silence became its own storyline. Normally active on Instagram, he didn't post a single thing for 2 days straight. No stories, no memes, no music snippets, nothing. And when someone finally spotted him outside a law office in a wrinkled hoodie, head down, looking like he hadn't slept in days, the photo went instantly viral. The caption someone added made it even worse. "Bro looks defeated." Fans wrote comments like, "His life falling apart in real time, and he not built for this level of heat." Inside OTF, things were reportedly tense. Someone on Twitter claimed to have connections with OTF's extended friend group and tweeted, "Somebody in the circle told Boogie to stay quiet until they get the story straight." That one phrase lit the internet on fire. Get the story straight? What story? Why did anyone need a story if Boogie was innocent? Fans were furious. People started tagging Lil Durk directly, demanding answers. Durk didn't respond, but then something strange happened. A private Instagram account, suspected to belong to one of Kiara's close friends, posted a cryptic message on their story. "Not everyone who cries is innocent. Some people grieving 'cause they got caught." The post had no names tagged, no context, no location, but fans immediately connected it to Boogie. They assumed it was a shot fired directly at him. Within minutes, the story was reposted everywhere. Screenshots flooded Twitter, captioned with Boogie being exposed by Kiara's people. And this just got personal. But the drama didn't stop there. A longer voice message, allegedly from someone who claimed to have been with Kiara the night before, leaked next. In that message, you hear a woman crying softly, saying, "Kiara said somebody was pressuring her to stay quiet about something. Something she saw. She kept saying she didn't want to get dragged into no street mess." The voice cracks before the woman adds, "She ain't deserve this. This wasn't random. This was planned." These words sent fans spiraling. If Kiara saw something, what did she see? Did it involve Boogie, or someone connected to him? And if she was being pressured to stay quiet, pressured by WHO, Reddit blew up with theories. One user wrote a long breakdown, saying Kiara might have been caught in the middle of a dispute involving someone higher up in OTF. Another user insisted the plot was more personal, suggesting Boogie and Kiara had a private disagreement over information she wasn't supposed to know. But the most disturbing theory came from someone who posted, "Boogie didn't pull the trigger. But he knows who did." That comment gained so much traction, it was reposted thousands of times across multiple platforms. Then the story took a reality TV-level twist. A clip surfaced showing Boogie yelling on a phone inside his apartment hallway. The audio wasn't clear, but you could hear enough to make out him shouting, "I ain't talkin' the fall for this. Y'all told me it wasn't gone, go left." The clip ended with him punching a wall so hard you hear the sound echo. Fans were shocked, saying, "Boogie sounds like a man betrayed, and somebody lied to him." He didn't expect this outcome. Then another rumor popped up, one that shook the entire fanbase. Someone claiming to be Boogie's cousin posted on Snapchat, "Everybody blaming my cousin, but he wasn't the one who pulled up at 5 a.m. It was them, y'all just don't know who them is yet." The cousin deleted the post immediately, but screenshots were already everywhere. People demanded to know, who is THEM? Were they connected to OTF? Were they enemies pretending to be allies? Or were they people Boogie trusted? The biggest emotional explosion came when Kiara's mother gave a heartbreaking statement to a neighborhood blogger. With tears streaming down her face, she said, "My daughter didn't die for nothing. She knew somebody she shouldn't have trusted. She wanted to walk away and they didn't let her." The pain in her voice broke fans. People wrote comments like, "This is tragic beyond rap," and "This story tearing families apart." And the craziest part, as all this unfolded, the streets started talking too. People from Kiara's block and Boogie's block began posting cryptic messages, hinting that the situation wasn't just about Kiara. It was about loyalty, betrayal, and a decision somebody made that cost a life. Just when fans thought nothing more shocking could happen, a new audio clip leaked. Someone, believed to be one of the men in the car, yelled, "Why would you tell him to bring her? This wasn't for her. You stupid." Then another voice responded, "She wasn't supposed to get hurt. You panicked." That clip alone changed everything, because now the story wasn't just about who shot Kiara, it was about who set up the situation. The internet erupted with the biggest twist yet. Kiara wasn't the target. She was collateral. And Boogie, he was caught in the middle of a plan he never understood. All of this chaos, all of this betrayal, all of this emotional wreckage, and the truth behind the ambush was still slowly unraveling. This insane story began spilling across the internet. The narrative had already twisted far beyond anything fans expected. What started as a simple rumor about Boogie needing lawyer money had turned into a labyrinth of betrayal, fear, manipulation, and secrets, buried so deep that even people inside OTF were whispering behind closed doors. But everything exploded again when a third voice recording surfaced, this one much longer, much clearer, and much more dangerous. The clip was allegedly taken inside a car parked behind a liquor store. You can hear two men arguing. The first voice is frantic, anxious, almost shaking. Fans swear it's Boogie. He says, "Y'all ain't tell me it was gon' be like that. Why didn't y'all stop when she screamed?" The second voice, calm and emotionless, replies, "It wasn't supposed to happen." It got messy, that's all you need to know. That one line sent a shockwave through the internet. People froze mid-scroll. Because the calm voice, fans recognized it instantly, but nobody dared to type the name publicly. Instead, TikTok detectives started hinting. That voice is someone we've all heard before. Reddit threads began appearing titled, "We know who voice number 2 is," but then mysteriously getting deleted within minutes. Screenshots were all that survived, with users writing things like, "Mods removed it," "Too hot," and "They're protecting someone big." That's when fans realized this wasn't just violence, this was a cover up, and then things got even darker. A mysterious Instagram page called @InsideOTFTruth posted a set of blurry photos, allegedly showing Kiara standing outside a house at 4:45 a.m., just minutes before the ambush. In the pictures, she's talking to someone whose face is blurred. The caption said, "This was the last person she spoke to before she died. Y'all ain't ready for this truth." Before fans could even refresh the page, the account vanished, deleted, gone without a trace. But the images had already circulated everywhere. People zoomed in like detectives, trying to identify the person talking to Kiara. Some said the height gave it away. Others swore the chain around the person's neck matched someone from Boogie's circle. Then a Twitter user posted a comparison photo saying, "Same build, same stance, same chain." Don't play dumb. The tweet hit 100,000 likes in 3 hours. Fans were spiraling, saying things like, "This is bigger than Boogie," and "Kiara really knew something that got her killed." Emotions ran high everywhere. TikTok was filled with crying videos from fans saying Kiara didn't deserve this. Others were screaming into their front camera, accusing Boogie of lying. But a surprising number of people began defending him. They argued he was manipulated, saying things like, "Boogie didn't plan it, he got tricked, and he's guilty of being loyal to the wrong people." That theory gained traction fast when a new leak hit Reddit. Screenshots of Boogie texting someone saved as Big Bro. In one message, Boogie wrote, "I'm scared, bro. I ain't built for this type of pressure. Why y'all drag me into this?" The reply was chilling. "Relax, stick to the script. We got you, don't fold." That last line, "don't fold," spread like wildfire. People were outraged. They said Boogie wasn't protecting himself, he was protecting them. Then another screenshot appeared. Boogie typing, "She ain't deserve that, y'all crazy." And Big Bro replying, "She knew too much." Fans fell silent. That was the moment everything changed. Kiara's murder wasn't random. It wasn't a stray bullet situation. It wasn't a robbery gone wrong. According to these messages, Kiara knew something she wasn't supposed to know, and that knowledge made her a target. And the scariest part, Boogie was trying to protect her, but he didn't realize how far they were willing to go. But who were they? That question dominated every social platform. You could feel the tension dripping through the comments. People posted theories so detailed they looked like crime documentaries. Redditors drew charts, connecting Boogie right arrow, Big Bro right arrow, Kiara right arrow, the ambush location, the 4:32 a.m. call right arrow, the car footage. Someone even used Google Maps to track the exact distance between Kiara's last known location and the place where Boogie was seen pacing at 3 a.m. Fans were invested at detective level. Then came the most dramatic twist yet. A woman claiming to be Kiara's best friend posted a 2-minute audio message online. In it, she was sobbing uncontrollably as she revealed, "Kiara was about to tell me something big." She said, "If anything happens to me, it's 'cause of what I saw. I told her to stop messing with those boys. I told her to stay away, but she said she couldn't because she loved Boogie too much." The internet went silent. For the first time, fans realized the emotional weight behind the story wasn't just gang politics, it was personal. Kiara wasn't some random person caught in the crossfire. She was connected to Boogie emotionally, deeply, and in ways he probably never wanted the world to know. And that was the heartbreak at the center of everything. Boogie wasn't just panicking for himself. He was panicking because someone he truly cared about died in a situation he was dragged into and possibly blamed for. Then a new rumor dropped. Someone posted that investigators had discovered a second car following Kiara's movement that morning. Not one car, two cars were involved. And one of those cars was reportedly linked to a name fans had been whispering about for days but were too scared to say publicly. That's when things went full reality TV. A leaked clip from the investigators' bodycam, completely unauthorized, surfaced on an underground Telegram channel. The clip shows detectives knocking on a door, asking to speak with someone believed to be connected to the events. The person behind the door refuses, shouting, "I ain't got nothing to say about that girl," before slamming the door. Fans recognized the voice immediately. It was someone close to Boogie, someone he trusted, someone rumored to have beef with Kiara over something only the insiders knew. The fanbase exploded again. People said this wasn't Boogie versus Kiara. It wasn't Kiara versus the streets. It wasn't even OTF versus outsiders. This was a tangled web of jealousy, secrets, fear, loyalty, and betrayal, ending in a tragedy that changed everything. As emotional posts flooded the internet, screenshots leaked of Boogie calling someone and screaming, "Why you ain't stopped them? You said it was just talk." The other person hung up immediately. Fans said Boogie sounded broken. Not guilty, broken, like a man who wished he could turn back time. Then a final twist hit social media, harder than all the others. A mysterious page posted, "Kiara left behind a recording. Y'all ain't ready." And before anyone could react, the account disappeared, gone just like the others. And fans were left with one haunting question. If Kiara really recorded something, what did she say? Who was she talking about? And why is everybody trying to hide it? By the time the rumor about Kiara's final recording spread across the internet, the entire fanbase was on edge. People weren't sleeping. Comment sections were flooded with hour-by-hour breakdowns. TikTok lives were running until sunrise with viewers typing theories nonstop. It felt like everyone was waiting for a bomb to drop, and at 3:14 a.m., it finally did. A 5-second clip leaked. Only 5 seconds, but it shattered the internet into pieces. The video was recorded on Kiara's phone, in portrait mode, shaky, like she was hiding behind something. In the clip, you hear her whisper, "I know what y'all doing, and Boogie don't deserve this." Her voice cracks with fear, then you hear a car door slam and the clip ends. Those 5 seconds broke every platform. Fans were in shock. Boogie don't deserve this. Those 4 words flipped the narrative more violently than anything before. People cried on live videos. People posted long emotional essays. People started saying, so Kiara was trying to protect Boogie, not expose him. And all of a sudden, the entire storyline shifted. Kiara was not a threat. She was a witness trying to save someone she cared about. More importantly, people realized she wasn't scared of Boogie. She was scared for him. A viral Twitter thread wrote, "Y'all owe Boogie an apology." Kiara knew he was being used. She was trying to help him. Another tweet with 150,000 likes said, "This whole thing was a setup to trap Boogie, not punish Kiara." Reddit exploded with theories that Kiara was caught between two forces: Boogie, who wanted out, and the people Boogie feared, who weren't ready to let him go. And then it got even heavier. A full version of the recording leaked, this time nearly 37 seconds long. Fans begged for the source to remain anonymous, and the leak spread through private Telegram groups before hitting mainstream platforms. In the extended clip, Kiara whispers, "Y'all think Boogie gone stay silent, but he ain't built for this. He gone fold, and they gone blame me for it." A male voice responds, "Ain't nobody blaming you. Just stay quiet." Kiara then says the words that broke millions of hearts. "Boogie ain't the one y'all should be scared of. It's who he's scared of." The internet absolutely collapsed. That line confirmed it. Boogie was terrified of someone bigger, someone more dangerous, someone pulling strings behind the scenes. And Kiara, with heartbreaking clarity, understood the entire picture before anyone else did. She wasn't the threat. She was the truth teller. And that's why she was targeted. This realization sent fans spiraling into a new emotional frenzy. People began posting things like, "This is not a street beef anymore, this is a tragedy," and Boogie and Kiara were both victims. Even people who originally accused Boogie now wrote, "I feel bad for him. He's being eaten alive by guilt and fear." But then another twist came, the biggest one yet. Investigators reportedly found a second phone belonging to Kiara, and on that phone was a text thread with someone saved under the name B. Fans assumed it was Boogie, until someone leaked the first few lines of the thread, and it became clear this was someone else. The messages read, "Kiara, why y'all dragging him into this? He said he done. B. He ain't done when we say he done. Kiara, leave him alone. He's scared. Y'all using him. B. Oh, don't forget that. Kiara, stop. Don't make me tell. B. You tell and you gone." That final message, "you gone," sent shockwaves across every platform. It wasn't just a threat. It was a countdown, a grim foreshadowing of what was to come. Fans pieced it together. Kiara confronted the real people behind Boogie's fear. She angered them. She tried to protect Boogie. and someone decided she needed to be removed. Now the internet demanded to know, who is B? People started posting names. People started speculating it was someone high-ranking, someone known in the streets, someone Boogie couldn't defy. But the craziest theory came when a Reddit user posted a deep dive showing that B wasn't a single person. It was a nickname shared by 3 different individuals in Boogie's orbit, meaning any of them could be involved, meaning Kiara was up against multiple people, meaning Boogie was surrounded on all sides without even realizing it. Then things got even more dramatic. A leaked audio message from Boogie himself surfaced. He sounded exhausted, broken, his voice cracked as he said, "I didn't want this, I ain't choose this, they chose for me. I tried to walk away, I tried to keep her out of it. I ain't know they was gone, take it that far." Fans everywhere cried reading the transcripts. Some said he sounded like a man who hadn't slept in days. Others said he sounded defeated, like he had given up on living normally ever again. And the final blow, a neighbor reported seeing Boogie sitting on the curb outside his house at 6 a.m., head in his hands, repeating over and over, "I should have protected her." Witnesses said he looked empty. Like all the guilt in the world was sitting on his chest. Fans screamed in the comments, "He's not a killer, he's a victim. Boogie loved that girl, he trying to hold himself together. This story is breaking my heart, FR." Then we reached the final revelation, the one that shook the entire OTF community. Kiara's last message to her best friend, sent just 3 hours before she died. "If anything happens to me, don't blame Boogie. Blame who he's scared of." The internet stopped breathing. Fans said this changes everything, and they were right because Kiara's dying words exonerated Boogie emotionally. She wanted the world to know Boogie was not the monster. He was another person drowning in fear, trapped between loyalty and survival. And now the fanbase is left with a terrifying, open-ended question. If Boogie wasn't the killer, if Kiara wasn't the target, if B and they are still out there, are they the ones Boogie is now desperately trying to get lawyer money to fight against? And what happens when the truth comes out? Because one thing is clear, this story is nowhere near finished. This story is messy, emotional, twisted, painful, and above all, far from over. We've watched a man crumble under pressure he didn't ask for. We've watched a young woman lose her life trying to protect someone she cared about. And we've watched secrets leak one by one, revealing a tangled web of fear, loyalty, betrayal, and street politics that go way deeper than fans ever imagined. Boogie isn't panicking for nothing. He's panicking because he's fighting ghosts bigger than himself. He's panicking because someone out there knows exactly what happened that night, and those people are still walking free. And Kiara's last message, "Don't blame Boogie," raises the biggest question of all. If he's not the one at fault, then who is? But I want you to answer that. Right now, who do you think B is? Do you think Boogie was set up? Do you think Kiara's death was planned? Or do you believe there's another twist waiting to drop? Comment your theories below, and trust me, your voice matters. These stories evolve because of you, not me, not blogs, you. Make sure you like this video because the more people see it, the closer we get to the truth. Hit subscribe and turn notifications on because when the next leak drops, and it will drop, you're gonna want to be the first to know. Share this video with someone who thinks they know the full story because clearly, nobody does.